Hello, I'm Sarah. I'm a soprano and I have sung with St Martin's Voices since 2014 when I started as a choral scholar at St Martin in the Fields. I also worked for several wonderful years as part of the music office team at St Martin's. And at the moment, as a freelancer, I am based in Denmark. So welcome to my living room in Copenhagen. The piece I am sharing with you today is At the River by Victor C. Johnson. I have so many wonderful memories of singing this piece with St Martin's Voices, and most notably for a special service we held a few years ago commemorating VJ Day. And the Queen was in attendance at St Martin's, and the service was also broadcast live on BBC One television. The music is by Victor C. Johnson, a contemporary composer and conductor based in Texas. You'll hear that his setting is for choir with a beautiful piano accompaniment, where the piano ripples and flows and sparkles, really bringing to life the image of the river as we sing about it. The text for this piece is by Robert Lowry. Lowry was a 19th century American Baptist preacher and poet who is mostly remembered for his hymn writing. His two most enduring biggest hits are How Can I Keep From Singing? And this hymn text, Shall We Gather at the River, which he wrote in interesting circumstances. It was the summer of 1864, and Lowry was living in Brooklyn, New York. At the time, the city was experiencing a severe heat wave and a typhoid epidemic. So Lowry was trying to guide his congregation through a time of fear, uncertainty, and grief, which, of course, many of us around the world can relate to at the moment. Lowry's approach was to find solace in the book of Revelation, and he particularly took inspiration from the following verse in chapter 22. And he showed me a river of the water of life, bright as crystal. With this image as inspiration, Lowry wrote At the River as a hymn of comfort. It essentially asks the question, will we meet again? Shall we gather at the river? And answers with an emphatic and reassuring, yes. Yes, we'll meet again. We'll gather at the river together with the saints in the beautiful kingdom of God. Later in his life, Lowry heard a rendition of this hymn, and he reflected, I felt when it was over that after all I had perhaps done some little good in the world. I really hope that this piece can bring some little good to your world today.